Good evening. Frequency is not in use. I would have heard it. My name is Paul, K4PEW. Net control for the Mount Juliet Simplex Radio Net. Is there? Nah, there's not any emergency traffic. If there was, you'd be screaming already. But you can break any time for emergencies, but call 911 first. That should be the fastest way to get help. For information on this net, you can go right to YouTube and see the display on my radio. Shows you you'll be able to hear stations you wouldn't normally be able to hear. And I also announce where they are, and so you can figure out why you can't hear them due to terrain problems or antenna height or whatever. You can also go to 146.415.net for information on Simplex. You can also go to Facebook and put in MJ Simplexton Net, and you'll get, if you want to see me, but that'd be your choice. You can also do groups.io and sign up for our email if that's what you like. But you can also just see our net schedule on the face of that, and you can look up MJSS for Mount Juliet Simplex Society, MJSS in their search block. Also on YouTube, it's going to be my call, K4PEW. Just K4PEW in the search block. It'll bring up the channel. And also, you could send me an email you may or may not get a reply. Now you will. K4PEW@ARRL.net. The net is normally held at 8 p.m. every Wednesday and Saturday night, which we've been doing for 10 years. And we conduct the net at 146.415 FM Simplex. And tonight we're going from there to 446.415 Simplex on 70 centimeters and into 28.415 upper sideband on 10 meters. And then over to, or way up to, 223.415 FM Simplex. There's only maybe about 10 or 12 of us or so that have checked into that, maybe a few more, but it's been growing ever so slowly since we got it started almost 2 years ago, so it's got a lot of fun. Purpose of the net is to have fun, figure out what you can hear and what you can't hear and why you can't hear, and check your bank account to see if you have extra money for the hobby. Remember, it's always a consultation with the XYL. It's no fun being broke. I've been there. Don't do it. Let's see what else. Oh yeah, the net. Don't forget the Sunday night net on 10 years, which is the same frequency as ours, at least initially, 28.415, but that's at 7:30 on Sunday nights, which Michael moves along. 29.415 FM to, the FM portion. I don't know anybody who does an FM Simplex net on 10 meters, that is. And then he also goes to 223.415. And that would wrap up I think we're doing about 14 nets a week, I believe, but not sure. But anyway, the Sunday night net is sponsored by Michael, KM4YRF, the other Mount Juliet Simplex, the manager. Anyway, as far as announcements, don't forget we got the Ham Fest at Ham Quest, I should call it, over in Lebanon at the fairgrounds. That's on the 20th. You may have already received an email, and you'll be getting some more as reminders. So save up some cash for that, typically buying connectors and whatever suits your fancy, or whatever your bank account suits your fancy. Is there any other announcements? I don't think I have any. Don't forget too, there's August, I believe, is the what do you call it? The Ham Fest down in Alabama. So don't forget that one. I don't remember when that is. We'll get a posting on that. But is there any other announcements? Just let me know about that. Okay, I'm not hearing any announcements, so I'm going to go over to, hold on, clear the space here a little bit, which is hard to do. We're going to start, we normally would take check-ins, which we will, from the east, but we're going to start with short on time, short on money, not just short on time, first-time check-ins or mobile. Please come out.
KN4, TJF.
Man, you got a big signal. Where are you, Rick?
Hey, how you doing, man? Hey, listen, when did you say the Ham Quest was, or Ham Vest, or whatever?
The 20th of July.
20th of July. All right, appreciate it, Paul. Thanks for what you do, man.
All right, Rick, you mobile or what? You got a big signal?
No, I'm sitting here at the house. Weather conditions must be just right.
Oh, they are just right, man. You're doing fantastic. Biggest audio I've ever heard from you, I think. Anyway, that's Rick, KN4 Tango Juliet Foxtrot. He's in Ashland City with a big signal. Who else is from First Time Check-ins Mobile or short on time?
WB0NO, short on time.
All right, sound good. Any reason? You don't even need an excuse, but you can give me one.
Yeah, I'm almost 80, so I can do it anytime I want.
Okay, when can I start slowing down when I hit 75 in a couple of days?
Yeah, wind it down.
Right, I'll just slow. I've already slowed a bunch down. All right, I'm glad to have you in there. Nothing for the net.
Nope, not a thing. Thanks for doing it. WB0NO.
Very good. That's Disco and Mark. Whiskey Bravo 0 November Oscar. Oscar, I know he hates when I tell him that. Who else is short on time mobile or first time checking?
84 DEZ, short time.
Hello, Earl. Anything good going down in your sector?
Not much. Got a little bit of Mother Nature thrashing over here later this evening, but all things is a little bit soggy like a sponge over here. How about you?
Well, I know this. You're going to be out there complaining about the bush hog in a couple of days.
Yeah. Well, maybe I won't have to so much to knock down before I mow it. I got it down below my knees and way below my chin now, so it's all good. It's copacetic now.
Yeah, I was sitting out this afternoon in the calm of the day with the dogs and noticing that before it rained, I said, I'm going to have to mow it tomorrow, but now I know I'm going to have to mow it tomorrow.
Yeah, there you go. Just make sure you got change on them back wheels to get good traction, because it's going to be soft.
Yeah, I've got a great yard because it drains wonderfully. It drains to the straight on the front and it drains to the back of the lot in the back. So it doesn't hold much water, so it doesn't really get soggy in my yard.
Okay, yeah. Sounds like you got it go. I'll let it go with that, and y'all hang on tight and enjoy the ride. K4 DEZ 73.
Very good. That's Earl. He's in Noreen, or Stick City, as he calls it, just on the east side of, what do you call it? Anybody else short on time mobile or first time check-in mobile or, short on time? All right, starting from the east, please come now.
KM4 YRF, Mike and Mel Juliet.
Mike, you couldn't hear your brother, could you?
Oh, yeah, great tonight.
Man, what a big signal, huh? What a strange conditions, because it's never.
Yeah, it most of the time, if I can hear him at all, it's just really, really having a strain. But he had a fairly good signal to me. He could be over there in Donaldson on the HT.
I'm saying it, that signal was way too mobile right off.
Well, we still haven't got that 10-element beam up, and
maybe he's going to have to give you a little financial incentive.
Well, some financial assistance to his son to get him over there to help.
Oh, well, like pulling teeth. You can't, mature age. Who cares?
Rick and I are too old to be done.
Oh, is that right? Is it just climbing, or is it just too heavy to get it up there, or what?
Well, it's on a push-up pole, and we got to get the push-up pole down, and then we have to get it back up once we get the answer. We've already done that once, but we couldn't get it back up to the height it ought to be.
Oh, so you truly are the 3 men and a boy.
That's right.
And I'm not saying which one the boy is.
To be determined, I guess. Paul, thank you for what you do, and thank you for covering for me Sunday night when I was getting my car worked on.
But that was one poor performance for a 10-meter net on Sunday night, boy. That was weak.
Well, it was field day, and I imagine as their field of radio that day.
I guess they did. I don't know. I was expecting a kind of a low turnout due to the lightning and the thunder, and it still started the net. So I don't. I mean, we're doing all right though. I'm not kidding. I'm hoping for good signals, but man, that must be a good indicator. Your brother out there.
I'm gonna give it back to you, Paul. Thank you, and back to net control.
Very good. That was Mike, KM4YRF, 4 miles east, and he fills in for me, and I fill in for him, which is nice to have a backup for both sides. That's right. Well, he's over the other side of 40, which is really the nice side of the tracks. So at least that's what I used to live on the wrong side of the track. Of Interstate 40, because he's got the big mall over there, and most of the developments over there are kind of new. New since, I don't know, 1960. I don't know. Who else is from the east? All right, up to the north. Nobody east or north.
4 TWR.
Yeah, you got a big signal too there, Wes. You doing anything different?
Now I got 20 and plug up everything. Yeah, I know Watertown got hammered, although I wasn't the bush hog out there up until that hill must have blocked everything. A mile down the road, there were trees down. It was rough.
Oh, is that right? Was that windy?
Where I was perfectly calm, but a mile down the road, I mean, Sparta Pike was shut down. I'm sure the power was out in place. But I got off that tractor just in time.
That almost sounds like a small tornado.
It could have been. I don't know. Everything is good. Town though, a little wet. Nothing to complain about. KE4 TW.
Nah. It's all good. We can survive. Not always, but we can. Anyway, that was Wes. Kilo Echo 4 Tango Whiskey Indy, and he's in Possum Town, Wilson County. Who else is north? East or north? East, north, or west?
KM4 IOV, Jack and Donaldson.
Hold on, Jack. I had a straggler in there. Stan, how you doing, Stan?
Doing well, Paul. How about you?
I'm doing fantastic. I'm just as good as I can for being 2 days short of 75 years old.
Happy birthday.
Oh yeah, yeah. That's right. I don't know if you heard me on the air the other day. We're going to some place where you can't take a gun. I went, what? What restaurant? I couldn't take a gun in, conceal. She telling you. I thought, where the heck is? Who would not? What do they have? Metal detectors in restaurants now? And I asked her, I said, you sure not taking me to prison?
That's funny, Paul.
Anyway, that was just funny to me. I'm dying to find out where she wants to take me on this birthday, this anniversary. Not anniversary. Yeah, but 75 is like a scary number to me, because when I was young, I thought 75 was like historic age.
Yeah, I know. In a couple of months, I'll be 60.
Well, that's also a scary number when you're 30. Anyway, I hope you're doing well.
I started to have some back problems again, so I think I might have to go back to them.
Well, all I know about back problems and physical problems is you have to keep, I don't know what, I guess I'd call it, you'd have to do constant, every frequent physical therapy yourself to keep the muscles going,
Yeah, I know what you mean.
Our hotel, Quebec Echo, he's in just a little bit north of Lebanon. Jack, what's up?
I'm hearing people that I don't usually hear.
You know what? There is something to the heat dome. I've been hearing about the heat dome. Remember that?
Boy, and Rick was knocking it out of the park.
I thought he was in my driveway.
He sounded like he was over here in my neighborhood.
No, really, it was amazing from Ashland City. The 2-meter signal's that strong. I mean, big as yours is.
Well, it's got good conditions right now, I guess, so we'll just enjoy it. Anyway, thanks for doing the net, and I'll see you on the next one.
Very good. That Ian Donaldson, Kilo Golf 4 India, Lima Victor. Who else is west?
Kilo Delta 4 Charlie.
We got Greg and Aunt. You said you got a. Did you get a real drowning rain over there? Did you?
We got at least a half an inch just came through, so about a half inch plus.
Yeah. Well, it's always good. I mean, it's good up to a point. Let's put it that way. I saw that mess they had over there in where was it, Iowa, and they were like they were waist deep.
Nah, we're still good here, and I mowed 2 days ago, so I'm feeling smart.
Yeah, but that.
If it keeps coming back, though.
Yeah, I know. Well, they got they actually have chemicals that can reduce the growth rate of grass.
I'm trying to increase it, particularly in certain spots, and I know I really need to till up the soil and amend the soil to do it right for years, and there's certain spots that still elude me.
Does it help if you perforated the soil, or those rolling bombs, the rolling spikes?
Oh, so yeah, aerating is always a great thing to get the soil as well as oxygen.
Yeah, I just wonder if you've done that. That's all.
Well, yeah, with a pitchfork of sorts, and then with my leaf compost. Anyway, some of it, I planted come up with rescue mix right along the edge of the driveway, and I think it's just so compact. Even though I've gone down an inch or so, or if someone gets curious.
Yeah, well, I got that problem, but I'm not going to do anything about it because a couple of the areas, they're giant oak tree, and underneath it, because it has so much shade and it eats up so much water that I can't keep grass in that area, so I gave up on the front yard. Same problem, but it's not a huge maple, so it's not as big a problem.
Yeah, I'm just a hot. From half my lawn is gorgeous. It's creeped over from the neighbor's lawn over the years, and then half of it is what it is, ground cover, but I kind of like it, so I'm letting it grow.
I'm with you. Well, very good. Anything good for the net?
Now, see on that.
All right, very good. Greg with everybody's got a great signal tonight. And it's Kilo Delta 4 Charlie Victor Echo in Antioch. Who else is west? Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, I heard not a peep out of Rick, and usually I can hear something. So isn't that weird?
Oh, yeah.
Now, so far it's been normal for me.
That's weird, man. You're in a black hole of RF. Maybe no, it's just the opposite. You'd be in I don't know, what do you call it? You're in a sheltered area because a black hole would suck up all the signals. Yeah, couldn't hear him. He was blowing jacks right out, doors off, my doors off. We'll find out anybody else. Who else is west? West. Please come now. West or south? Well, we're slim pickings tonight.
Kilo India 4, November, Delta, November.
Well, you got a big signal as well there, David.
That sounds good. That a little bit of rain clears things out, make that pathway easier. That rain down to about 71 degrees. Now pretty comfortable outside, sir. How you doing?
Yeah, it says here it's about 79 degrees, which is pretty nice.
Okay, yeah. Well, a little cooler over here, 71 here. But anyway, a happy birthday to you, sir, and many more, hopefully. And I would strongly suggest, ignore all of the warnings to go on and have your dinner. Don't worry about it.
No, I'm not worried about it. No, it's funny because your age, what's terrible is here I am, my birthday's in a couple of days, and I get a notice of one of my Navy contemporaries. He just died the other day. I take a little comfort in that, though.
Oh, yeah. The way you sound over radio here is anyway, hope so. As long as you're happy and healthy and doing good, that's what's important.
Because a couple of years ago, probably when I got the cancer diagnosis, my wife says, "Well, that's kind of trouble. We just, what you were going to deal with it, but or I was going to deal with it, And she said something about, yeah. I said, aren't you worried? I go, no. I got faith. I think I know where I'm going. I'm not worried about nothing. And she was like, really? I go, yeah, really. And first year she was upset. I go, I'll miss everybody, but I'm not afraid of dying.
Oh, I heard that. Well, much in your lifetime and all the things you've done, and you've seen a lot of that stuff, and there's war and death and loss of friend, all that stuff. I'm not afraid of dying either, but I'm ready to go spiritually and all every day. Oh,
Now it was like that one comedian said. He goes, "I'm not afraid of dying. I just don't want to be there when it happens."
well, Mr. Paul, thank you for what you do, sir. And again, happy birthday to you. And you always do a fine job. 7th grade, everybody on this net. This KI4NDN. Good evening.
Yeah, very good. That was David. He's in Reedyville with a big signal from everywhere. I can't believe it. Yeah, I don't say pretty too often about signals. Kilo India 4 November Delta November. Really, it's astounding how, like I said, that heat dome did. I keep hearing the heat dome on TV at night when my wife turns on the news. Heat dome. That's a new. Any place, anywhere? Oh wow, that's for the first really bad signal to me, but I did catch who you were. That's Kilo Echo 4 Sierra Yankee, Victor Sierra Yankee. Why do I have that wrong? After all these years, how can I get that wrong? You doing okay, Larry? Yeah, I was right. It's Kilo Echo 4 Sierra Yankee Victor, and that's Larry. He's in Rockville. Conditions are not good, obviously, to the southwest. Greg, were you copying Larry at all?
No, but I rarely do.
Okay. How about you, Jack?
Yeah, I had a copy on it.
Okay, good. Was it a clear copy?
Yeah, pretty good for what it is.
No, mine was noisy. The voice, I think you can kind of tell after a while. Anyway, that was Larry in Rockville. Kilo Echo 4 Sierra Yankee Victor. He's also the 7:15. That's 15 minutes over 7, I should say. It's 19:15 for military people or people that are on 24-hour time. He does the D-Star net at 7:15 on 146.460. So be there. Give it a try. There's several people on D-Star here that we should be able to pick you up if anybody's listening. It has D-Star, but it has any place, anywhere.
84 VW, Carlin up here in Angeltown, Bethpage.
Hello. Did you get a bunch of rain up? I'm sure you got a bunch of rain up there today, didn't you?
We got 2-3 drops.
Oh, I think it's more than 2 or 3.
Yeah, it's gonna flood, and the temperature dropped down to 70 degrees. It could be wrong. Pretty. I don't know. I guess we needed it. There's a big line of thunderstorms come out of the southwest Kentucky towards Scottsdale, and I don't know. Had some lightning and stuff. That's about 10 minutes. It was all over with. It's down to kind of like mostly a little light rain or something like it. It made a big difference on the temperature outside. So, I don't know. Kind of nice. Make sure.
Oh, definitely. It was funny when David said he had lower temperature down there in Rockville. I looked down, see, I was sitting watch, but I don't know why it's showing a 79-degree outside air temperature. I'm not sure where it's getting that number. But then I looked on the screen when he said 4, I think, and now I look again and it says 77 on the the weather feed at the bottom. So I don't think any of them are right. I'll have to go out and see what it is.
Oh yeah. So, well, if I'm correct on my computer, they did some kind of an update or something, and now down in the lower left-hand corner, a little temperature down there, and it'll show like if it's a little sun and a cloud, if it's partly cloudy or something down at the bottom left-hand. And you can go in there, and if you click on that, it'll open up kind of like a little news blog and stuff. And you can
go in there and choose that weather thing. It'll let you choose where you want it to get the temperature at. You know, I think I've got mine set for Portland, and it's you can look down. You don't even have to open nothing anymore. You know, I can turn the computer on, and once it's up running, you know, down there the screen, there it is, telling you what the temperature is outside, at least in Portland. So, and it's usually playing about the same here. But, that's what it said in the truck. I ran over to Dollar General right before the rain hit. I was like, what if I can get over there and back before that rain hit? I got over there, and just as I got in the parking lot, it started sprinkling. I went on in, got the little dab of thing that was going in line about 4 or 5 people. I thought, great, now watch the car go out. Got lucky it didn't. Got my items paid for, and it was just pouring down big time. Got in the truck, come on back. I sat out there in the driveway maybe about a slack up enough so I wouldn't get soaked. Of course, I had an umbrella with me, and I got out. Come on in. So, it did make a big difference out there, though, as far as the temperature stuff. Well, let me hush up. Hello to everybody on the net. Hope everybody's a good time on the net, and I'll turn it back over to you, Paul. K4 Vita.
Very good. That was Carlin, Kilo Delta 4 Victor Uniform. Notice I changed it. My listing showed, as you mentioned, that I reminded me I could change it. So I changed it. It said I was in Hermitage. So then I told it I'm in Mount in 6 degrees. So I can't believe it's that much cooler here in Mount Juliet, but I guess it's possible. They're using them. They're using somebody's home sensor, I'm sure. You know, one of those weather feeds, one of those private weather station feeds. It's supposedly 73 of them, but I'm just happy it's cooler because, man, I was out in the sun today. It was burning up if you're out in the sun anyway. Well, no, it wasn't too bad. When it was cloudy, it's not that bad. No big deal. None of it's going to kill you unless you're laying out there all day. Who else is? All right, we're moving on to the. So if you want to check in now before you go fall into the undesired zones, we're going to the sandbaggers, lollygag, lurkers, slackers, skulkers, lackeys, toadies, blackers, repeater kerjunkers, scanner listeners. Those have to email me though, and the shape-shifting lizard people. Any of those? Oh, I forgot about the moon landing denier. I talked to Scott earlier this evening. He always jumps in. He normally jumps in only if I ask for sandbaggers. Nope, didn't do it. Very good. We're going to go over to 220. We're not 223. We're going to go over. There was 12, a mere 12 in there tonight, but all 12 quality people. I'll put it that way. We're going to go over to 446, 415, and we'll see you there. And then for those who don't have 446, but I'm going to say eight of you do maybe. 446, 415 to 28.415 upper sideband, and then on to 223.415 for those of you that are on 446, 415, K4PEW. This is K4PEW, net control. You're on 446, 415, looking for check-ins from the east. Please come down.
KM4, YRF, Mike and Mel.
Your voice makes me cringe at this distance. That was Michael here in Mount Juliet. He's like 2 miles away. That's Kilo Mike 4 Yankee Romeo Foxtrot. Who else is east?
KD4 VUW, Carlin Angel Sound Buffet.
Yeah, big signal from you, Carlin. It sounds bigger than normal.
All weather related.
Oh, absolutely. Nobody moved the mountains or changed the terrain, that's for sure. That's Kilo Delta. Who else? And he's in the Angeltown area. Who else is north? Stan, east or north? All right, over to the west.
For ILV.
Oh, Jack. Was there any change on 446 on any of us tonight? You know, on Mike or Alan?
I normally can. I could not hear Carlin tonight, but you and Michael sound like you're across the hall.
I know, it's unreal. I feel like I should look out the window and see you standing there. Who else is that? Was Kilo Go for India, Lima, Victor, Jack in the Donaldson West. I'm not going to tell you about that hum on your radio anymore. Yeah, it is little. It's a little. It's off frequency, but I'm confident you're not off frequency. Yeah, very good. It's a little noisy, and it really, I say that hum, but it's inconsequential. I can hear you just fine. For echo, and he's in Donald. He's in Antioch. Who else is west? Anybody else west or south or anywhere north, south, east? Oh. Man, we have to beg for check-ins. There's only 1, 2, 3, 5 of us in here tonight on 7 centimeters. Well, very good. We don't have any more. No lollygaggers, lurkers, or sandbaggers. Very good. Just makes for me more time for me to goof off tonight. All right, we're going to move right over to 28.415. We'll see you there. K4P then. Some nasty noise in there. This is K4PEW at 28.415. Check-ins from the from wherever, from the south, from east. Please come now.
AM4. Wow.
Mike?
Nope.
Man, it sounds awful when you transmit it. I heard it as soon as I fired it up. All right, who else is east? Anybody else east? East, north, or west? Yeah, you sound okay, Jack. Were you copying Michael at all?
Yeah, I can hear him. It does sound, there's a lot of static. Sounds like bacon frying.
Yeah, it's pretty here. I mean, it really was noisy, not just static, but it was almost like there's a blast of noise, you know. Anyway, that was Jack, Kilo Golf for India Lima Victor and Donaldson. Who else is the west? All right, little weak signal, but full copy. Kilo Delta 4 Charlie, Echo, Greg, and Antioch. Anybody else west? Nobody else west or south? Anybody got a copy on anybody? Oh, we got nothing, man. It was all 4 of us in there tonight. Wow, we are slim pickings tonight. Anybody, any place, anywhere? I do hear people somewhere, but anybody copying it?
I don't hear anything.
Yeah, that's probably those people in my head talking again. All right, we're going to go over to 223.415, man, which gives us more time to be in our private network over there. And we'll see everybody on K4PEW. Good night, Facebook. It's been nice knowing you.